boxing junkies, what's poppin' with y'all? I'm sure by now y'all have all heard and seen the live stream from Lamont Roach. Of course, he was on Twitch with it again, and he was getting interviewed. Forgive me, I forget the people's name who was interviewing him, and now he's casting doubt that Gervonta Tank Davis rematch will no longer take place. He's even going further and saying it's not gonna take place. There is no maybes. He ain't talking about court. I'm gonna play a clip from it, and then we're gonna come back and cook on it. You know how we do. Smash the like, share, subscribe, and let's get into this.
Everybody be on every single boxing page, boxing source. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth. It might not happen, or most likely not gonna happen for sure.
Yeah, it's all good. You know, God working mysterious ways, man. If it didn't happen, it was not God's plan.
We're trying to see that again.
I think he dodging that. I think he dodging God's plan. I don't know, man.
So if he watching this right now, what you gotta tell him?
You know the dude reach out. If you want to fight or you don't, simple.
Yeah, after seeing that, I got a lot of emotions running through me, but I'm gonna save it for later in the video. What Lamont Roach said there is basically he doesn't think the rematch is going to take place because he's left out in the cold. They're not calling him, they're not telling him what's next. Tank got court on this coming Tuesday, and we will know more. I will say this. There's no possible way Tank Davis will fight anybody else other than him, and you can mark my words. I will guarantee that. That's the only guy he's going after. The next time Tank Davis is in a boxing ring will be against Lamont Roach. And oh yeah, it was my mixtapes who he interviewed with. And like, bro, Lamont been doing a lot of backhanded shit. He says he's from the trenches and he's from DC. And he's from the same kind of shit that Tank is from. Well, if that was in fact true, you wouldn't be out here on the internet trying to get the upper hand with the casuals and the goofy boxing fans that hate Tank Davis. He knows what he's doing. He's out here giving them bait to make them run out and say Tank Davis is ducking the rematch. And he thinks that Gervonta's gonna see some sort of headlines and then all of a sudden pick up the phone and call him and tell him what he's got going on. Well, guess what? Lamont Roach has a signed portion of a contract. And I know he wants to get out here in front of the narrative and tell you guys Tank ain't signed his portion of the contract. Well, that's fucking cap, because PBC would not have went to great lengths to promote Lamont Roach and promote the possible rematch if they didn't already have paperwork. They're literally putting all of their plans on hold, not telling us anything they got going on because Tank is supposed to be next in the schedule. Now they have a September 20th free card, which I thought maybe it could have been Tank and Roach headlining that card and they can switch it and plans can change, man. If court goes well on Tuesday, it's not out of the realm of possibility that they announce the rematch for September 20th. I mean, Lamont has been in camp. We know that through his Twitch streams. He's always in camp. He's been in that empty-ass Airbnb for months now. I'm going to play a clip from that, and then we're going to come back and cook some more. Let's get it.
It took them so long, bro. It took them so long to put this shit on YouTube, bro. I don't know why, bro. I was waiting, bro. Who was they talking about me? A lot of people be talking about me. I don't got time to be.
Boy, Lamont is getting pretty smug. Yeah, they waited so long to release this. Yeah, because pay-per-view paying dollars, normally we have to wait 365 days from the day the fight originally took place. So the consumer doesn't feel ripped off. And a lot of people talking about you. That's right. We are talking about you. But why are we talking about you, dog? Because of one Gervonta Tank Davis gave you all the clout. You did very well in the fight. 7-5 either way. Only way Lamont Roach wins that fight is if the knee counts, but we don't know what Tank would have did after being ruled an official knockdown. We don't know if he comes out and goes for broke and says, fuck it, you already knocked me down once. If I get knocked out, I get knocked out, and just goes for broke and starts smashing on Lamont. And in the 11th round of that fight, everybody says Lamont is the one who hit the harder, cleaner shots. My ass. I don't want to hear that, because Tank hurt Lamont at the end of the 11th with a body shot. Lamont was going to clinch up, shook his head. Yes, I dropped content on it. This whole shit from Lamont Roach, man, he just seems like a little backstabber. Like, if I'm Tank Davis, like, put yourself in Tank Davis's shoes. You give this guy the opportunity of a lifetime, because make no mistake, Tank did not have to fight him, did not have to give him an opportunity. I mean, at all. Nobody was asking for the fight, but somehow it still does tens of millions of dollars in business. Go figure. But he didn't have to give you that opportunity. Now that you got that opportunity, you're over here waiting for them to drop the replay of the fight so you can react to the reaction of a chain reaction. How many times you gonna react to a fight that was a draw and the haters say you won? The real boxing junkies look at that shit subjectively and say it was a close fight. Tank Davis won the fight to me. It was 8-4, 7-5. And that's why with the knee, then it would be a draw to me. But I think the two judges that scored it a draw counted the knee, and they gave it to Lamont Roach, because he didn't do anything to win that fight. In the 12th round, he wasn't going for broke like he was fighting the face of boxing. He was okay with the performance he had. And if he would have just stepped on the gas in the 12th, he might have could have beat Tank. Nobody knows. But this is one thing that's for certain. We are dying for this rematch. Tuesday, I can't imagine we don't hear something from the PBC. And, you know, the news outlets and everybody that hates Tank, they will be painting the narrative about how bad his court case went on Tuesday. You guys know the vibes. You know the drill. Shout out to y'all, man. I rock with you if you rock with me. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Lamont Roach throwing cold water on this rematch. Tell me what you think's next for both guys, Tank and Lamont. And feel free to hate, like, share, and subscribe like y'all normally do. Till the next time. Peace.
So long to put this shit on YouTube, bro. I don't know why, bro.
It's taking them so long because normally you have to wait 365 days from the date the fight originally took place, and Lamont is on a three-peat of reactions to one fight. Yeah, we know who got all the credit.
You have a right hand and then he's